Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Blackout Tea channel. Child, it's a time, honey. Please do me a favor, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notification bells if you have not subscribed yet so that you are updated each and every time I bring you news. All right, y'all. So, Shane Diddy Combs, honey, PZT allegedly assaulted a producer after masturbating on Biggie Smalls' shirt. Honey, let's go ahead and get on to it. We know that Diddy was sentenced to 4 years in prison for prostitution-related convictions and could be released on May 8th of 2028. Okay, so Diddy has been accused of sexually assaulting a music producer according to a newly surfaced police report in a civil lawsuit filed in July of this year. CJ Wallace, son of the late rapper the notorious Big, was allegedly involved in the reported crimes, and the Federal Bureau of Prisons lists Combs' projected release date as May 8th. He was transferred on October 30th, which was yesterday, to the FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey after serving more than a year toward his sentence. Let's get into it, y'all. So, PZT now finds himself staring down yet another potential criminal investigation after being sentenced to 50 months in federal prison, according to a newly surfaced police report obtained by People. A music producer reported to the Largo, Florida Police Department on September 20th in conjunction with the East Los Angeles Sheriff's Station, shocking accusations that trace back to before Combs was arrested in September of 2024. The alleged victim, who filed under a July civil lawsuit, told authorities that Combs, 55, forced him into a sexual act during a project collaboration with CJ Wallace, the son of the late notorious Big and Faith Evans. The victim alleges that while Combs was rifling through racks of Biggie's preserved clothing in a warehouse on February 26, 2020, he began to pleasure himself beneath one of the slain rapper's shirts. This allegedly culminated in a chilling act that he punctuated with the words, "Rest in peace, Big." Combs allegedly invited the victim to a private listening session to hear a Biggie project, according to his civil suit. There, the John Doe claims that he was pressured to take ketamine and was brought to a warehouse that held the late rapper's clothing. The victim stated that Combs picked out clothing and set them down on the couch and eventually sat on the couch next to the clothing when he received a phone call. The victim continued to search through clothing when he heard what sounded like porn coming from where Combs was sitting, the police report alleged. The victim expressed he tried to ignore it, but he then heard more noises, and when he looked, he could see Combs jerking himself off, covering himself with one of Big's shirts that was next to him on the couch. The victim stated that Combs removed the shirt to uncover his penis and told the victim to come finish him off, the report alleged. The former Revolt chairman allegedly laughed and threw the soiled shirt at the man, causing it to land on his lap and arm, according to the lawsuit. Doe claims that Combs said, "Rest in peace, Big," before walking out of the warehouse. What followed, the victim claimed in the police report, left him physically shaken. According to police report, the victim continued his professional alienation with Wallace after he alleged incident involving Combs in December 2020. He asserted that the tenor of their partnership markedly changed therefore, and that after Wallace's business collaborators Willie Mack began calling him a liar and threatened a lawsuit against him in March of 2021. The report claims the victim journeyed to California to convey with both men regarding their ongoing professional enterprise. However, the report asserts that upon their arrival at the Candy Pen's residence in the Hollywood Hills, two other individuals seized the victim, roughed him up, and put something over his head and partially his eyes. He was then allegedly escorted to another room, thrown in onto an ottoman, and immediately recognized Combs' voice and observed his black custom Air Force One shoes. Combs was allegedly screaming, cursing, and calling him a snitch. The police report claims Combs allegedly continued to berate the victim and grabbed him by the head using his hand and stuck his penis inside of the victim's mouth. The victim stated that he pulled away, but that Combs pulled his head back using his hands and stuck his penis inside of the victim's mouth again, and the cycle occurred approximately 3 to 4 times for approximately 3 to 4 seconds each time, the report reads. The report details that Combs was erect, did not ejaculate, and left the room. Afterward, Wallace allegedly walked in to help the victim and felt bad for him at the time. Later, the victim claimed to have suffered from depression and mental health issues. Police in Largo, where the victim resides, confirmed they took the report on behalf of Los Angeles authorities, who have investigated the disturbing allegations. While the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department did not comment on the active investigation, the report's details suggest renewed scrutiny around a man accused of orchestrating a culture of coercion, secrecy, and violence. Meanwhile, a storm of over 50 civil lawsuits continues to swirl for Combs, painting a chilling table of alleged exploitation, and an assault over decades. Combs' legal team declined to comment. The alleged victim and Wallace's lawyers could not be reached. Combs is currently incarcerated at Fort Dix, a low security federal facility in New Jersey, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Combs is projected to be released on May 8th of 2028 following his transfer from MDC in Brooklyn to the federal facility on October 30th. The federal prison offers the residential drug abuse program in which U.S. District Judge Aaron Suber, Subermain has recommended that Combs be considered for any available substance abuse program. Combs was sentenced to 50 months in prison after being convicted on 2 counts of transportation to engaged in prostitution. His trial in the Southern District of New York resulted in him being acquitted of the most serious charges he faced, including sex trafficking and racketeering. Had Combs been found guilty on either count, he could have faced up to life in prison. The listed release date suggests that Combs, who had already served roughly a year behind bars before his October sentencing, could be released a few months early for good behavior, though that date remains subject to change. Combs' lawyers filed a 2-page court document on Monday, October 20th, intending to appeal his conviction. There will be a case management conference for the plaintiff's civil lawsuit on December 3rd in the Beverly Hills courthouse. On October 15th, there was an ex parte motion filed for the victim to proceed under. Let me tell y'all one thing. Diddy seemed like he been hell on fucking wheels. We done been hearing left and right. Now they gonna have to bring Fifth Son into this shit and this shenanigans of a shit show for this lawsuit as well. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I kind of think there's a little something else going on with Combs in the head, because there is no way that this man kept assaulting people continuously, thinking that nothing was ever going to touch him. Or might I add, he thought that his money was going to allow nothing to touch him. These people are coming out of the woodwork with these lawsuits left and goddamn right. And these people are going to continuously file. I don't think that this is going to be the last lawsuit. It seems like this man had a serious issue and a serious problem, and it resulted in some type of sex addiction that he was attached to. It is just unbelievable with the amount of people coming forward that I would think that him and Carisha would be in a relationship and Carisha would not have to bow down and do some of these shit that he expected. Okay? He was taking care of her, providing for her, blessing her with money, and I guess she had to bless him with some other shit too. Okay? So I believe when she said that she was peed on. I think it was Diddy that did the fucking pee. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. At the end of the day, she tried to backtrack and said that it was a lie. But Diddy seems like he has done ultimately the most. Why are you masturbating on a shirt that a deceased person, Biggie, used to wear or have worn is ridiculous to me. And then it seems like he is just this type that just pulls his penis out in front of any and every goddamn body. I mean, any and everybody could get it. That's what it seems like to me. At the end of the day, child, I don't even know why he coming out of jail, to be honest with you. Alright guys, do me a favor, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notification bells. And you know your Geechee girl loves you. I will see you soon. Mwah. Thanks for watching.